But I'm here. Let's see if anybody else is kind of bored like I am. Cause oh, where's my YouTube here? So I can see chat. YouTube, where is it? Somebody's taking a nap. So I was bored. Where the heck is it? There it is, finally. Me. Gotta find me. I'm not here. There I go. Hi, Cheryl. How was Mama's? Hi, Cheryl. How was visit with Mama? It's like, hi, Gayla. Hi, Mary. Somebody's taking her nap. Hi, Gladys. I'm trying to get the chat up big. I have until about 2:30, but she's asleep in the recliner, and I don't want to disturb her too much. And I was already bored. It's only been a few minutes. It's like, it's like when you got something that you're always doing, and then you don't have anything. It's like, wow, what do you do now? This weekend, I finally got on. It's like YouTube doesn't need press play to start. That's what it's saying. Press play to start. I'll pick a different YouTube. I'll go up and search then. Mona did what? I didn't know if anybody else was coming on, but it was quiet. It says plus, it's like it will not bring up YouTube on my laptop. What am I doing wrong? I'll go to YouTube Studio, see what happens there. Didn't go due to bad weather last evening. No school, and daughter didn't even work today. Temp this morning was -4 wind chill. Ooh, that's bad. YouTube search? It's like, what the heck? Oh, this will probably be the UPS truck that'll come back and want me to sign something. Hi, Laura Austin. You got to do some hand binding this weekend? I am so glad for that. It goes to Facebook on this one. What the heck is my laptop doing to me? It did a new update. It says troubleshoot. Oh, I know why. It won't accept the internet. It's like, okay, it was a painful, but I took it slow. That's all you can do, but you got to do something. That is the main thing. I wish that your pain would just go away. But it's like every time you go to physical therapy, he just sets you right back out in the world of, at least now I know why it wasn't working. Whenever you do a restart, I guess, update and a restart, you have to go start all over again. Physical therapy said it would be good therapy. I agree. It's good therapy in two ways, your mind and your body. because you're going nuts. You don't have Craig home. You don't have, you're suffering through everything. And you need to be on sewing with your sister. We need to messengers get together. But it's like, I look funny sitting here holding my camera. I turned my volume off on that one. Hey, I got it before it said anything. But yesterday I worked on a couple of my rag quilt blocks. I'll show one. It's like, this is one of the blocks. Well, this time I did more quilting. I'm doing straight line quilting. So I went around all the diamonds in the middle, outside here in the forepatch. Well, being the back is so purple, I didn't want to use white. So I used a variegated purple. Now I gotta go back and hide my strings. That's what I gotta do next. So I got one, and guess who's getting sick again? Two. This one here, I quilted around this one, through the lines here. So this little black and white one, it didn't get a line by it. But again, the back's quilted. There, I'll put the light from the window. You like purple? And then I did this one here. You can actually quilt. I'll put the pinwheel in the middle. One start and finish. I started in a point here, took off down the highway, kept going around until I could get to the end of the road. But again, the quilting on the back. So this rag quilt's going to have more detail than the other ones. I've been experimenting. Yeah, what kind of groceries do you have to get for yourself, Laura? And don't overdo it. Hi-yo, Patty. Hi, Fern. I can't enlarge the writing there. And then I did this block also. It's like, the only thing I didn't go back and quilt on these was right in here, this little spot. I didn't think it was necessary because it's like the back turned out really good. And then on this one, I didn't quilt it because I don't want white on the front. So when it's black, I'll take the purple on the back, but I'm gonna quilt the detail in this one in black. I have a couple blocks that are black. Non-cooking kind. Well, that's the way to do the deli section. Like Ronnie said, her first week down in Oregon is going to be Kentucky Fried Chicken. She's going to have, stop and buy a 10-piece bucket of chicken, coleslaw, and then she's going to go get some dinner rolls so she can make little chicken sandwiches and coleslaw, or just the chicken and make it messy on your fingers. Mona did what? Will you reschedule your sale? Hi, Carrie. And it's like little one sleeping. It is so cute to see her sleeping out there without me underneath. She had to have me to fall asleep. So I have, that was 5 blocks. Here's the other 25 blocks. They're all sandwiched. I ran out of pins. So it's like, this is the next one to quilt. And I don't know how long my spool of thread's gonna last either, because it's only 500 yards. So there might be some blocks that are quilted with a different thread, because I don't know where you buy sulky thread. It's sulky premium. But I do have another variegated that, but I figure maybe I should do half in one and half in another, but whatever. Okay, see you later. Salad, stuff, and fruit. Yeah, you gotta keep all those different parts functioning. But they're in the piles of stacks of 5, because I took the time to get them all arranged on the design board while I was playing with them. But drive safe and don't overdo. Oh, it's like, forgot to bring up the chat over here. Doop, 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 doop. When I have 3 phones going, I can tell you where I'm at. But it's like, I've only did 4 blocks in the, well, technically 5, because my first one, it came unthreaded from the bottom tension. So I had to tear out a whole one. But when you sit here and try to go, okay, I can go here, here. Like if I start here, go down here, over here, down here, round, up, over. Then I gotta go back and stop there. Then if you start here, then you get lost on your road map. Okay. Anybody remember that one? Up here, around the green block, down here, over here, up the road. It's like, it's a map. Hi, Lisa Brown. These are 12.5-inch blocks with a, what was it? 2.5-inch strip or 2-inch strip. I put around every block. This is a 12.5 unfinished from Patchwork Squares that we did on the different YouTubes. And then I went back with the 2-inch border. So now it makes it about 15.5. And now I'm doing the other part. I made the purple flannel inside. I have the dark purple back outside, because I was given 10 yards of this purple as my birthday gift. Now, each one of these I'm going to quilt however it comes out. I want a bigger quilt. The other one I love. I did the other one with just 25 blocks, and it was a little bit short for me. I want, oh, and then I raised the stitching length to 3. Now I gotta remember, go down around the, it's like there's always a road map. Yeah, it was a 10-yard Kona. But you know what? I ran out. I had to order 8 more yards. When you do all these 2-inch strips, I probably could have got away with maybe Yeah, I could have got away with 7 yards, but I don't want to take a chance. Hi, Denise. But I'm just doing stitch in the ditch, which I don't like as well. Yeah. And I went back to Missouri Star. That's where she bought it from. But Kona, whatever, it's like, it's pretty popular if you know who sells it. I have just a standard domestic machine. I have nothing fancy. Do I use 1/2 inch to sew the squares together? Yes. When I go back, my next step will be a white chalk pin, and I will do, out of this 15.5, I will do a 14.5 square. That way I have them marked, so when I pin them to the next one, I know that this is where I can sew. And my borders are even rag. You can put borders on rags. I just haven't decided yet. Out of the flannel, because on both the flannel and the solid, I had to take like 6 inches on the fold. Was not used because of the size of the block. So I just cut on the flannel because I learned from the purple. I just cut 6 inches right down off of it, and then cut my blocks. And on this here, you'll see the salvage edge is still on here, because I got to trim these blocks again. So I'm just going to trim that off. Turn my corner. Hi, June. Almost forgot. I just see your name and it's like, oh, June's here. See, I never know how many starts and stops I'm going to have until I get into this pattern. But if it looks like on this pattern I'm going to have one start, one finish, but where's that wood? I'm knocking on it. But for those that, no, the little one's usually here. She's here. She's sleeping. And then on this one here, I try to keep my stitching, quilting, because it's white on top. I try to keep on the white up on the top part. Every once in a while, the crazy driver gets off onto the purple. Oh, I'm sorry, Mona. No nap time for you, huh? Today I got a vacuum sealer for canning jars. And it's like her cheese puffs and that. You know, it takes a week or two to eat the bag. So I thought, I'm going to get the sealer. It's been going on since breakfast. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to keep note of everything the moms are doing, because I got to irritate my kids here sometime. I already irritate them when I don't leave my house. He go, Mom, you haven't been out of your house for 10 days. Well, what am I going to go do? Hi, Mona point two. I can say Mona point two. I figured if little one wakes up, I know how to go get her. My ice machine's making noise. Hi, Jennifer. I have the TV on low, so I can hear her. Happy you went live. I was lost and lonely. I almost went live. Okay. Yeah. It's like I was trying to think, what can I do? And I didn't know if somebody else was going to be on. And I looked and I didn't see anything. But I don't have everybody. I was going to come in here and sew these anyway. Because I only have 30 blocks. I'm hoping this purple thread holds out for all 30 backs. The thread got sent to me from Gisela in Sweden. Gotta remember which foreign country my stuff comes from. But I like doing the more modern rag. And that's what I'm going to do with these blocks when they're all done. I like rag quilts. They get the job done. We don't have to worry about long armor and anything else. And buy a new bag pattern. I can't get in too much trouble. It's like Amazon when he delivered the package today. He has to sit it down, take the picture of it. But do you think he'd get back up and hand it to me? No. He walks off. And then Delaney packed it in the house for me. And then we opened it. And then she took her papers and shoved back in it. You made blueberry muffins. These. So far today is just watch a kid. She gets grumpy about 11:30. And I try to keep her awake for Mama. So she could have, yeah, I knew dishes. I did that yesterday, or last night. I did them Saturday, and then I did them again yesterday. Austin come down and did his laundry. But Saturday we had the girls try on their dresses. And trying to figure out how to take a dress in is not. The front of the one dress you can play basketball in. The other one, the shoulder straps won't stay up. They have a strap in the back to hold them up there, but it's too low. So I'm moving that strap up. But these dresses are so sealed. It's like the one says it's size 18 plus. Well, it's not no size 18, I guarantee you that. If it is, it's wrong. Or she was sent the wrong one. I don't want it over there. Why did it jump to there? A Rachel bag from Sincerely Jean. Gladys, did you get your lawn mowed if you're still here? I gotta go out and get mine started. My rider. I mowed the front. And it's needing mowed, but it's like, it can wait. Anyway, we're supposed to get up to the 70s. Well, they went by their measurements. Yeah, 3 sizes smaller. That sounds about like snowing. It's still technically winter. Spring isn't here yet, but having the shallow neck here, throat on this machine. I'm not going to buy anything bigger. I don't do enough with this machine quilting. It's snowing in southern Indiana. Can't mow, have an inch of snow on the ground. Yeah, we're supposed to get like high 50s, low 60s tomorrow. Up to 71 by Wednesday. And then it's supposed to stay there. I want to mow like the day before the garbage man comes. Like right now we're just 49. 49 and gloomy, but it's not raining. Excuse me. All I did when I didn't have a little one, went to the grocery store, walked in the door, avoided everybody, walked down, grabbed my pizzas out of the freezer, went on the other side of the freezer section, grabbed my unbreaded chicken that I wanted, grabbed a bunch of bananas, and paid for it, and out the door I went. And then I'm sick again. It's like, that's not... Maya, the neighbor dogs are barking. She should be used to Maya bark. I don't know. Maya. I'm going to have fun with those dogs this summer. I can't go in my backyard with her because they bite through the fence. I can't even weed along my fence. So I used the weed eater. You had 75 yesterday and 42 today. And had your first and only snowflake of the year. It's amazing if we took a little map and put all these temperatures. It's weird. Now yesterday was fine. It was still cooler, windy, but we didn't even get rain yesterday. I like when you can do a one start and one stop quilting. Believe it or not, I went around the whole quilt block. See, now I could go around the center because I don't know how to do an X and be nice about it. So if I come out across here, over here, down here, that's how you do it. I'm going to try it. See, I'm playing bobbin thread thing anyway. Where in the heck? Oh, my phone is over there with the chat. I think I got to change the bobbin anyway. Oklahoma's cold too. See, now do I like that? Because I have white now going across that black. Nope, I'm going to tear out some stitches. I won't do them on the camera. I'll do them off camera. So we just ignore one of the lines. I just want the quilting to be a little bit more detailed on the back. Oh, you could, it's like trying to figure out best angle to see it. This here block, believe it or not, they say this is a pansy. This is not a pansy. I'm sorry to say. If I ever seen a pointed pansy in my yard, I'd wonder what the heck. So that one is all quilted. And it's quilted around the purple. And this one that's going down the middle, I'm taking out that. I didn't like it. Oh, this one's supposed to be folded this way. Trying to keep the 5 stacks of 5 separate. See, what's the next surprise one? It's like, I don't know what I'm getting. I don't remember the names. But it's like, want that. Go down there, up there. I'm going to have a lot of start and finishes on this one. When you try to figure out what you're doing, go around that, down that. Okay. Start there, go there, up here. Okay, I got a part of a map. I'm going to start in the center here, go around the purple, down this one, around the purple. I can get that part done in one, and then I'll see where the thread ends, because I'd like to come out and at least do this here shape. There's always a road map in front of you. Okay, now it's here. Okay, start in the middle. And once you figure out your road map, you got to take off on the map. In other words, it's like, huh? Around the purple. And I'm not into that free motion. First off, I don't have a deck big enough. Don't plan on buying a deck big enough. Take the pin out. Hi, Kathy. You couldn't do those temps? I don't like those temps either, Jen. Or Jennifer, whichever. I abbreviated it there. Probably because Kathy came on. Okay, around the purple. Fold it up so I can get it through my, I think, 6.5-inch throat. 6-inch throat. It's not much. When I get my big hand in there, it's like, huh? Go around the purple. Don't go across that black. That'll throw the whole one piece. Then I'm going to have to go back and I will do the shorter threads. Maybe I won't do any. I don't know. Trying to save threads. It's like, I don't know why that just blinked it off, because it's active. But I'll put the power on it just in case. Sorry. Oh, it took me completely off of YouTube. It's like, okay. Decided it was not going to keep me where I wanted to be. But I hate that I'm catching whatever again. The rag quilt, Jennifer. It's like I showed the blocks I have done. It's like they have the purple back, the purple flannel, and then the purple border front. And on the front, I'm quilting in with white thread. On the back, I'm using purple variegated. That way it's not a bright standout quilting. So each block will have its own unique quilting on the back. So there's that block, this block. I don't remember the names. This one is very similar to the one I'm doing now, except for these points are separate and the rectangles right here, and then this has a point on point. Economy block. This one here was the one that did one thread. And then just the simple quilting. But each time I'm doing a little bit more quilting. But to have a quilt done, each one of these blocks was done on a YouTube at one time or another. Except for this one. This is the oddball. This was leftover pieces from a block. And when I put them back together, I have a little spool of thread. Inside, a bigger spool of thread. But it's like, that's the way it worked. I have 2 spools of thread. A little spool and a bigger spool. But this one here will be quilted with black on the front because I don't want the white in all that black. And then some of these, like this one here is the one I just finished, and they call this a pansy. This is not a pansy. Yeah, you like how that turned out? That was just a random leftover. But these blocks was all taught on Kathy's or my YouTube, one time or another. Kathy has a lot of these someplace hiding. Oh no, zero. Well, I can see everywhere outside my window. Where is? I mean, I'm not thrilled with it being colder still, but I'm not going outside. But quilt as you go are these rag quilts like this. At least when you're done, you're done. You don't have to worry about long arming, binding. There's no binding needed on this because it's all rag. Patty G's favorite thing, she did, what, how many rag quilts? Yeah, it's like this one isn't the folded corner. I think that other one is. There's 3 blocks that look similar. And on the folded corner one, you try to picture the front of your material to your back of your material. Yeah, Patty G made 10 rag quilts. And you can sit and watch TV at night and do your clipping. You don't have to. Just like on these blocks, you don't have to quilt every single one of these lines. I have purple flannel on the inside of this one, Jennifer. I got purple flannel. It costs more. It costs more, guarantee you. I had to buy 8 yards of flannel at $8 so $64 versus a $30 or $25 batting. But I need to have one to show my daughter. Hi, so Terry. And Marshall Dry Goods right now is what, $5.99? And do you think when I placed my order the other day, I got my flannel for the Halloween quilt or the Christmas quilt? I have 2 more rag quilts coming up. The Grinch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And then I have the Halloween one. Patty flannel back, flannel. So it's like you save money in long arming. So you're having dinner. Get it rolled up so I can get it through the window here. It's like it's like I can't see this purple. It's still there when I run out because it's dark down in that bobbin hole. I don't know. I don't buy my batting from Marshall's because I want to keep all my batting at the heirloom 80/20. I want to keep all my scraps the same. So if I need to Franken bat, it's all the same. Because it comes in some pretty different textures. Did I make it all the way around that? Oh, I did. So I can continue this way. For one, I don't have to end my string. I pulled all light, medium, and dark blueprint fabrics from the next quilt. Fun. I want as many non-ends as I can get. But I am not going to backtrack over my stitching because that's one thing on long arming. I want minimal, and it's like I'd rather take time to hide the thread. But this purple has a little bit of aqua, pinks, purple. So now I just got to go around and do these little black points. And it's another thing you do at night while you're watching TV. It could be done while I'm clipping. I get my batting from connecting threads. That's where all of mine have come from. And when it goes on sale, I buy so many. I've tried quilt as you go. Yeah, that's the technique I use when I do 3 sections on my long arm to put a quilt together. And even on quilt as you go, this here is the same, almost the same preparation as quilt as you go. With quilt as you go, when you're all done, you'll take, because you don't quilt out to the outside edge, you'll take these edges and you will sew them back together. And then you take your batting, then it's quitting, and then you trim it, and then you'll take your back and you flip it over and you top stitch it down like you do the binding with the machine. I don't like when you sew this down, I don't like where it comes up on the other side. So on Quilt As You Go, if I had to do that, I would sew the backs together and I would fold over the top, if that's what I had to do. And then I would let that ugly stitch be on the back. Right now, I'm just preparing for rag quilting, Terry. So I could change my mind down the road and switch, but I'm not. I'm not going to switch, change my mind. I'm getting old and senile and stuck in my ways. This has been going to be a rag quilt because of the ones that we're going to, Melinda, Austin, and I are going to make. We got Christmas Grinch and then Halloween. The Halloween will be the squares on the squares on top. There won't be the border. Grinch, similar. But I figure if, let's say, if I can invite We can call it girls' night or wherever, whoever wants to quilt. But I figured during the summer, warmer weather, that way we can invite everybody. Yeah, it's like, it's the same. It's like, that's how I put my big quilt, my big 3-part ones, Jennifer. It's like I will have the quilt, the whole length of the quilt. And then when I put it back together, I do the sashing technique. It's like there was a video out there. It's really hard to shorten it to show people. I did it on, we'll do it again. I'll do it on just some, like 2 or 3 blocks. It's like I sit things down and then they slide. We can do it with just blocks. I got orphan blocks. Believe me. We can do a table runner technique. We'll come up with something. Because it needs to be small. My very first quilt as I go, I did like 6-inch squares. No. And with my small long arm, I cannot justify buying a bigger table. So I still do mine in 3 sections. All my blocks are joined. The sashing's on. It just takes preparation, preparation, preparation. And then my sashing, when I'm done with Quilt As You Go, guess what? I won. I ran out just on time. There's my last of the bobbin thread. Okay. I ran out just as I got that done. But I went back and I filled in. Guess it's like, which V's is it? This one. This one, this one, this one, and this one. That's called playing the bobbin to the right to the end. That's my son's heading back in from work. But it's like, I think I've been on here an hour. I don't remember. Yes, I won. I won, I won, I won. And one bobbin did 1, 2, 6 blocks. I don't know how many bobbins I'm going to get. Yeah, I went to cut the back thread and it just right there went out. It's like perfect timing there. But I only want 1 bobbin. Or I couldn't find my other bobbins, I should say. I thought about winding up several. But I didn't. But it's just one of those things. So there, quilting, showing and quilting 2 took me an hour. With the hand stuff and the dresses. You have that block in the same one as Thistle Bloom? I gotta go back and I'm gonna name them all just for me, and when I take a picture, I'll put it on the back. I thought about making a label for the back with just the names of the blocks. See, that's where I think the embroidery machines would be okay to go back and put the name of the block, like on a sampler block. So if I can get 5 bobbins out of this, that should be enough. It's like, I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Yeah, I wonder where you do all these blocks from there, Terry. Terry's one of these. She finds a block that's interesting and she'll make them. She will make them. Thistle Bloom has 71 pieces, I think it was. I've made another one since the other day because I come up with an idea. But it's a whip. It's like, let's see if Terry did this one. Nope. This is just a simple tulip block. It's an on-point thing, but we had Quilt Lotto, and we only had to make this block here. There was no border. And then whoever, you turned them in, you paid $1 per entry. And then someone won a whole thing of tulip blocks. You did the Tree of Life on the slant. I didn't do it on a slant. My Tree of Life is upright. And my leaves that are on it, there's a leaf for every family member. And now that I have another one coming, I'm going to go applique a leaf on. Going to applique a leaf. Ooh, pretty. I'll move that. Looking for the best picture. Okay. There's Jennifer's quilt she just made. It's funny how I have the camera, the way I have it held up there. That's very pretty. Good job there, lady. And see, that's what I like about us getting together as the family. We all can encourage. And like this is the floating card trick. They call everything else that floats, that's normally out. The turn dash is called floating. Something else is called floating. So when I made that block, yeah, that ribbon looking border. Now this one here has, I gotta quilt every part of this one. Okay, if I start there, I have to do the needle and thread drop twice. Okay, all set to go. That was your extra work you had to do. I don't know where Casey's at. It comes and goes too fast. But I know I got a few more minutes before the one gets here to try on her dress. It needs to have 3 inches removed between the headlights, girls. This dress actually has, it's like, we don't know where they're aiming them. But it's like, you go on to these different sites, you find a big block, and then you add, like Jennifer did, the different borders, the different this. You make a beautiful quilt. Well, yeah, Alicia has none, and Emily has lots. But this dress, Emily's is right here. But between here and here, in the front of this dress, it has the square front. Heck, it's too far. It just takes everything. There's a wedding in May. It needs to be taken in 3 inches just between here and here. So I'm trying to, I don't want to take out all these layers on the waist. So I'm trying to figure out how to just take it in through the bust. So I took this part here and pulled it in some. And then I'm going to put elastic underneath here and here and tack it here to where it pulls just a little ruffle up top. In other words, her dress sits out like this. You can play basketball in the front. And she's here right now. And so, yeah, I'll have her put on the dress. Just a minute, I'll be right back. They sit out in their rig, talk on the cell phone, and she's got to be out to get A off of the bus. But it's like, this one here, I did take it apart, and I hand improved the bust line. This one here still has the padding in it. It's all twisted in there. Because we might have to put the padding back to help fill her in. But I took it in 1 inch between here and down here. It's like they're part of the bridal party. And then the straps want to fall off. Well, Alicia's, when her straps fall off, her whole dress falls down. And then it has the corset thing in the back. And they go, how do you keep those corsets done? Well, on Emily's, we have to take it down to her waist, tie it off, and then finish looping the corset part. In other words, hers starts out wide up here and nothing down there. So we're trying to keep the corset to where it looks good. Alicia wanted a zipper put in hers. But according to their size chart on this is an 18 plus. And it's like, I don't know what. Can you do a corset lacing in the front? Yeah, that's where she needs it. I'll tell her. Can we do it? They don't want the dresses not to look alike. So I was thinking the elastic from here to here. I don't want to take this whole dress apart because you go in through. It's got a high slit. So when you get the first layer of the dress up, it's got a lining on it. So then you have to go in. There's another funky partial lining just to get to this hole. It's like, where is it? And then right here in the armpit of the right arm. Hi, Lori Clark. Are you off work? There's a hole right here that you have to pull the stuff I'm working on out through this hole. And it's over on that side, not near the hole. So every alteration needs to be done through the hole. The other two, there's 4 in the party. 2 are wearing a dark burgundy-ish that goes with this, and a different style. At first she was going to do all the same style. Well, I call this Little Bo Peep. And so you got the lacings from the corset, the lacing to hold your sleeves up. To keep them up on Emily, we had to move them clear up here to almost to the top. Hers falls down. Alicia's, doesn't matter where it's at. It falls down and the whole top comes off. Because look, it's wider than me. But the dresses took so long to get here the first time. Because we need to order one like 2 sizes smaller. But it's like, she's probably seeing if Casey's going to get home in time to get her off the bus. Hi, Raven. So I took apart that whole busty area and I hand stitched it to see. And I'm not kidding you. This dress is stitched bigger than my gathering stitch on my machine. There's like 4, maybe 5 stitches per inch. Really, that's 4 to 5 stitches per inch. It's just, and you can't read the maker's name because I don't know how to read. Whoever writes up and down like this. Okay, she's finally coming through the door. Just a minute. Be right back. Don't wake her. She's sleeping in the chair. Okay, here's the dress. Try it on carefully. I'm on live on YouTube. I was explaining these dresses, how ridiculous they are. Yeah, they've been trying. They come up with an idea. How about a corset right here? But we also say they need belts. That would be another thing that would be good for these dresses. A belt. Not the corset. Not the corset. They need zippers, belts.
I saw my jeans on there.
Yeah.
See, the only problem is these almost
Yeah.
would be better off. You want to tie the back for me? Let's see what it looks
You're tight. This part.
Yeah.
I took it in about an inch total. Okay. Turn around.
And if Emily and I both wore them down here, though, that would be better.
Yeah, but it's taken a. We're gonna have to put the booby pad back in. I think maybe. But that helped.
This is the only one that's still in.
Mm-hmm. But it fits a little better.
Well, and if the boob pad is in there, I could honestly just go braless, strapless.
We're gonna show you guys. Okay, this one has
It's supposed
the
to be
pad,
like this, though.
but the pad is too low.
See, but these don't sit right. This pisses me off.
This has the padding is too low. But see, it plays basketball up here. They're saying hi.
Hi. It's so pretty.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. She has so much.
I'm wearing my jeans, too, so my belt doesn't help right now.
But it's like, she needs...
Because what's the corset? It's already tight, huh?
Yeah, she needs an inch off of each side. And then she needs to quit playing basketball.
Because if Emily and I both wore them like this, it wouldn't look as...
Yeah.
And it doesn't
it helps
poke
fill.
out. Sorry, I'm just looking in there here live right now.
I found this. This may give you an idea.
And I feel like this does need a belt, at least across. Because it just looks...
But a belt doesn't go with corsets. Is this
I thought about going like this. Oh, that's the top one.
I'm going to try to figure out. If everything has to be done through that armhole. She said... but these dresses took forever to come in the first order.
She said it took about a week, but then she had to send it to us from Oregon.
It's like...
See, and we can't even do this either.
Hey, maybe you can after your
No, because the corset pulls.
It'd pull you up.
Yeah.
In your corset, right there at the waist.
Because this would be...
I like that
That's more
better.
ideal, I feel like.
How about end your corset at your waist and pull it around?
We'll take it off the bottom ones. Hold on, let me untie it.
It's like...
Because will that leave it too open back there, though?
I don't know. You guys lace these suckers, not me.
Emily laced mine.
These have bigger lace holes than a buttonhole.
I just don't like the ruffles right here on the skirting of it.
We could always tack.
Oh, my belt makes me look even more bloated. I hate dresses. Did I ever tell you that, Grandma?
Oh, I know. Everybody hates dresses to a certain point. Okay, I'm going to cross them there.
Honestly, you could probably even get away with
putting it back in the back. The darts are the reason I don't make clothes. I think it...
Oh, I pulled the wrong string. Where's my other strap? Where's the other corset?
You got it up there. According to this, they're both up there. Yeah, you got...
What did I do?
I don't know.
Okay, we're going to sit on this side.
Maybe the straps are 2 different sizes. Oh, no, it's one big one that you have to put in. So it's just off-centered up top. Yeah.
And I gotta tie the top off again. Grandma.
Because I don't like this thing up here, and then the...
But then you have to keep it on the seam, so it doesn't look super weird. Does that look dumb, though, with that little bow on the side?
I don't think it looks dumb. We got to fill in the... with her blue jeans. But I like what I've taken off the bust already.
Well, and that took off quite a bit alone, but it still could go down.
You can see my hand stitching. See?
That's better than having a pointy nipple. Oh, sorry. I forgot I'm on live.
Yeah. Well,
see, and they're supposed to sit up here.
Yeah.
Anybody got some boobs I can borrow for a weekend?
And it's like the other implant.
Is that bunched up in the back still?
No. It's not bunched.
Just gotta keep it on the seam though. Also, it looks funny. I almost wonder if there's a way we can put the loops kind of like these. I don't know if you could tell on the loop.
I know. Oh, I can make loops right here. I can put a loop on here and over there.
Just that way it stays on the seam and it's not...
All those are...
Because it's going to roll up here. And that's going to look even worse.
We'll put them right there.
I'm almost wondering if we should ask Kayla if we can just... Because this... Yeah, we got some shoulders showing, but it fits better down here. Now, Emily... Because Emily said she liked hers down on her shoulders too, didn't she? She said it fit her better down there too.
But
then would you have to put elastic in hers then? Still or no?
No. She does... She's wearing hers the way it is. You can make a thread loop like embroidery thread. Yes. Like we used to do the... And then went back over the thread and did an old... But it's like the ties that go between her shoulder. There is so much extra back here. Because look, this goes clear down below her bum.
Is there a...
And I have a huge bow up there.
My butt cheeks are gonna show.
No,
my whole hand fits through, Grandma.
We will tack that up there.
Well, there's also this flap right here.
Yeah, you got that. That's where that part corset thingy is. You know that third layer?
Yeah, but if we can figure out a way to put like just a single stitch to hold it in that area.
Yeah, that's what. And then when you wrap it around, we could do a lace from here up.
Yeah.
Overlap it somehow. We'll keep the backside from Velcro.
I told her just take the whole corset out, put a zipper on. She told me no.
Well, they want the dresses matching.
Michaela said as long as we get it to fit, she doesn't care what we do for alteration wise. She said if you could put a zipper on there, do it. But if you can't, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's like...
This material is probably a pain in the butt to put zippers in anyways.
Yes, and then the stitch they had. But it's getting this extra that you have. So, I'm going to try and take it in here.
Just walk like this.
And there'll be more gathering I have to spread around.
But
look, by taking it in, look where her pleat is.
Okay, so
you gotta go.
Machine.
That pleat goes clear up there.
So we're going to have to...
It's not on the side. It's in the front.
It's supposed to be over here.
And if I take this...
But it's right here.
Yeah. So if I take that in, they took it off of they lined it up with the girls. But I'm going to try and take it in a little bit more up there. I like the way it did come in.
And if you do put the boob pad in again, I'll just, on this side,
and then
I'll do is I'll just go braless that night.
And then I'm going to pin elastic from here to here to see how that helps pull it in. And it will have a softer, better. But yeah.
The frick?
That's that one I said. What is this?
There's like a little... What in the...
It's spare toilet tissue. If you don't have toilet paper, just rip this part out of your skirt.
How far up does it go back here? There's too many layers. I will never agree to be in a wedding ever again. This is dumb.
It goes all the way around from there to there. It covers your whole behinder.
This is stupid. Stupid and dumb.
Yeah, they have the sticky cups. Yes, it's wrong size all over.
Yeah. Well, Emily measured me too, and I almost wonder if maybe she didn't get the tape tied off.
Well, according to the tag, what I've calculated, it says 18 plus.
I'm definitely not an 18 plus anymore. And I never used to be, actually.
Yeah.
I used to be bigger, but not that much bigger.
But when you try to cipher that tag,
yeah.
And you guys can't machine wash these. These have to be hand washed.
Good thing I'm only wearing it once.
And that's the thing. You buy these, but that pleat's in the wrong spot. That's supposed to be complementary to the side.
This material just feels off too.
I call it Little Bo Peep. They just need some white canes, the crooks, to go out and get their sheep.
Little House on the Prairie?
Yeah. Well, Little House on the Prairie had print. Oh. So this is the fun part. That improved the bust a whole lot. I'm going to try a little bit further in. And then I think the elastic, just a slight gather across the front would help. And it would help from it falling off too.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the way that it fits up here, my shoulders just aren't broad enough. Because this needs to come.
You almost need these things to come from back here to here.
Ooh, you're touching my scar.
You need to have spaghetti straps.
Yeah.
And then it could be still down. Because that spaghetti strap isn't going to be much. So we almost need a loop here. Because
she said, as long as it's the same color, I could even go to a bridal store in Spokane and see if they have anything in the same color. And I said, I don't know if I'll be able to find anything in this color before May.
Or you could do across your back.
Ooh, that tickles.
Cross your back to a loop right here. And then tie it and tuck it.
And then these could fall off the shoulder.
Because I like that look. Because then it's not going to allow the dress to fall off you.
And it'll hold it up. It'll hold it up here too.
Yeah. Join everything right there. I like that.
Work your magic, Grandma. I'm not going to complain.
Then you guys could sit there and have them off your shoulders. Both of you.
Well, because Emily said hers fits better on the top if it's off the shoulder. Yet. Yeah. Oh, did you take hers all apart too?
I took this off. Oh. Okay, go grab her. Hey. What, sweetie? Delaney, what you doing? Oh, she just woke up. Oh. You want a panty? Ooh, you are very munchy. Okay, you want to go with Grandma now? Want to go Kiki? Want to go Kiki? Yeah. Okay.
Go on live?
I'll take the bust in one more time. And it will be the final time. And then we'll work at changing those straps. I like the X. I like the X in the back and the spaghetti strap with the drop. Hi. You want to tell everybody hi? Yeah? Yeah. You want to tell everybody hi? There. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. Yeah. Yeah, it's about 2 sizes too big. So I'm trying to take as much as I can in the other way. But to get it to look right on both the girls, take all those layers apart, yo, Patty. Okay, I'll look at that. Everything's through like I said, I call it the armpit hole. They're saying take the whole bottom skirt off and take your top in and then put the skirt back in with more ruffles.
Mm-hmm.
And then I could flip that over to the side. Hi, Lisa. We have Lisa number 2 here. Everybody's saying hi, Dee. Say hi, Dee. Where's Dee? Dee's right here. Yeah. Look at those kisses. You had to do that for all your daughter-in-law? Okay. It's going to be a lot more. Emily's is fine. As long as she drops the shoulders, it fits better. But we're going to do that strap. I'll do the X on the strap and give them the little spaghetti with the drop.
It'll hold it up better on the chest area.
That way, if they get to drinking too much, or if she picks up Delaney, if either of you pick up a kid, you're going to have your dresses fall off. Oh, look at all your hearts. Aren't those pretty? Look at all those hearts.
All right, I better go help Dad with hay.
Okay. Where's your kid?
Inland. Mom's going to pick him up.
But what happens between him and his parents are separate from him, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And to take him away.
I was talking to Dad, and I said I'm going to print off that parenting plan, and I'm going to make him sign it in front of witnesses and tell him this is the last chance. If anything remotely to how it's been, then it will get submitted.
You have to look nice for the ceremony and the photos. After that, it's every man for himself.
Absolutely, 100%.
But it's like, if she picks up Alan, her dress will fall off if we don't keep that strap up there.
If it keeps going, he has the kids that weekend. I don't get them for the wedding because I have them for Florida.
Okay. And Florida's what days?
We're going the 6th through...
Okay. I gotta remember to write that down. So you're gone from almost Aspen's to Alani's.
Mm-hmm.
Or through Alani's.
Yeah, because we're going to be down there on Alani's. Nora's graduation's actually on Alani's birthday. You don't look like you're ready to wake up, sweets.
She's not. She's only been asleep since 1:15. 1:20.
I don't have your car started. I just take you home with me. You ride the tractor with Papa.
She's not too interested in it.
Okay. I'm going to go help Papa, though.
You're going to be looking for the mother-in-law dress. It's like, this place, it just says wedding dress. Must be the name of the company.
I don't know. She said she got them off Amazon.
Emily's got the picture of the 2 different dresses.
Yeah. So, I don't know. You're going to work on it this evening? You probably, or no?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just
I can come down tomorrow if I need to, too.
I'll let you know when I get the next adjustments, because if I'm going to take off the whole waist, it'll be easier to sew that top piece. And if I get that far, I might take it all the way up to the top, because I can't get to the top right now through that hole. But so if I take off this whole bottom, and then put that all back on. Patty G, get on that plane here. Because it's like, that's a lot of gathering.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of layers. And it's a lot of satiny stuff. What you doing? Are you looking at yourself?
Bye-bye. Bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye, sleepyhead. Bye. All right, Grandma.
She's just in a, huh?
She's in a trance.
Ship it to you.
Bye, Grandma. I love you.
I hate working with this slippery stuff. I'm trying to figure out where her binky rolled to. I know it did. She did spit it out. Trying to see where it rolled to. In this dark room. Wait. Wait.
Bye-bye?
Yeah, she going bye-bye. Yes. Hi, Heidi. Yeah, your mother-in-law dress?
Mama.
Mama's at work. But it's like Lori Clark, when I went and looked back at the different things that the bridal parties have to do, it's like, wow, my in-laws got the dinner, they didn't do anything. Yeah. It's like my in-laws didn't do anything. And I know they would never, because it's like, what? You want down? What do you want down for? Should we find your bink? Let's find where your bink went. Where'd your binky go? But my mother-in-law, father-in-law would have never paid for the honeymoon. They didn't even want the wedding to take place. It's like, maybe turn on another light. I know she just had it. There it is. Gray carpet and a dark room. Okay, you want up again? Yeah, your bee. That's your bee. Yeah. You paid for the cake and the dress rehearsal dinner. See, the dress rehearsal dinner is supposed to be the groom's thing. We didn't have a dress rehearsal dinner. We didn't have anything.
Mama.
Mama working. Yeah. You gave your daughter away. Why did it go to sleep again? There it is. Oh, we've been on 92 minutes. Wow. That's what it says. The stream started 92 minutes ago. So you got an hour and a half about. Yeah, she's Jordan's mama. See, back at my wedding, it's like mom and dad sat on the side and just said, "Who giveth this gal?" And we do. Yeah. Oops. Guess what? We gotta find the bink again. Where'd it go? Oh, it's cut over there this time. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? I'm trying to find something long enough to grab it. My in-laws did not go to the wedding. They did not. And then his sister, they did the oldest daughter's wedding and the oldest son. He got married twice. They was at the first one, they was at the second one. And the oldest daughter, they went to hers. And then my husband and the youngest one, they didn't go to either of them. His youngest sister got married just at the Justice of the Peace. Because it wasn't a wedding that was blessed by anybody. She said, I got pregnant to get out of the house. What? Yeah? My fingers? What you want? You want to go night night again? No way. No way. I can't hold you like this anymore. Oh, guess I can. This way she's more occupied with stuff behind me. Yeah, it's like Casey's been married 3 times. Melinda's been married 3 times. Ronnie's been married twice. And the last time they got married, it said, no takey backs. Yeah. But Casey's wife, number 3, we've known her entire life. Yeah, I'd make room just because. Go for it, Lori. It's like, go for it. If you have a friend that's that good, I would just make somebody's day, wouldn't it? Or don't do it to make your son's wedding be a better day. Because with his parents not showing up, they were supposed to. I think she even bought a dress. You know, last minute not showing up. Just threw everything off. You know how in churches you set the bride's family on one side and the groom's on the other? It's like, we couldn't do that. If it was a ship, it would have rolled over. We would have had a sinking. So we just told the ushers, put them wherever, mix them. Because we didn't want. And then his high school friend, he's really good friends with his parents. They was the fill-in parents. I begged my daughter to let me bring a date to her wedding. She said no. I asked her for one extra invite. Okay, that works. Yeah. What? Remember watching the YouTubes a year ago? Rocking this little one asleep and then sewing? I can't hold her with one arm and sew now. She's just too big. Yeah, she should have slept until at least 3:30, 4 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, it's his day. But there was absolutely no family members, nobody from his family there. Absolutely zero. We got gifts from some of them later. I still have my book. I'll have to dig it out and see how many. We should have just went, because we lived in a small town, we should have just opened up the doors and said, anybody want to come in? They was invited. They wrecked our invitations by, you need to put it off. We got to see if you guys got married. But absolutely nobody came. They all got invitations. We sent out 100 invitations. And the one I have in my book, it was wrecked. We had to go back because it didn't happen on July 1st. It happened on July 22nd. Because we want to make sure that you guys aren't married in another state. That's what they said. It's like, why would I get married in another state and then have another big wedding? But I didn't care one way or the other. But she actually called all her sisters and brothers and said the wedding is not blessed by them, don't send gifts. And we didn't know that until we got one of the gifts and we opened it early. And the card says, I don't care what she says. When my nephew gets married, I'm sending a gift. So that's how. What you doing? Yeah. But we stuck it out. It's like the only way to get out of that wedding was just do his part. But that wasn't part of our vows. I didn't do that obey thing. But when you marry, is what I was raised to believe. Wait, what? You going back to sleep? No way. Wait. Yeah. But it's like, you just make the day the best you can for them. Don't worry about what everybody else puts in there. So we didn't know until like days before the wedding, because he had to break into their house because he just wore a sports coat and his slacks. But he couldn't find his tie. She hid, because I bought him a purple tie to go with my dress, or the colors of the wedding. And she hid the purple tie. So we had to, he went in trying to find it. He found the ring and that, but it's like the first guy that come into the wedding that we could steal a tie off of, that we stole the tie. And so one of the ushers was ushering people with no tie. But we just thought it would look better in the pictures and whatnot that he had a tie. Because we just wasn't the tie wearing people. I was married twice, never again. Well, that's what Melinda said. Then she got married again. But she says this is the last. And she's not changing her last name again. And they agreed upon that before they got married. You'll get married to yourself. Well, it's like I've said on here, my sister said that she was going to do the same-sex marriage because they listen and we can get more stuff done. She said it'll be marriage by just marriage that way. I don't know what she's doing. She loves laying on her grandma. She's so used to sleeping on me. But that's why I come and did the live, because I got her to transfer. You're going to go pick up your little generator at Tractor Supply? Ooh, are you going to make sure you can sew during power outages? Yeah. It's like, my husband died after our 44th anniversary. We almost made it to 45 with him alive. Yeah, almost. But the worst part is trying to pack her. But I gotta get everything else turned off. In other words, it'll run until the battery goes dead. Oh, went 5 hours without her CPAP. They say they have a battery operated one. My friend had one. His worked all night long. He just charged it. And my husband's, we put it on a generator. The generator didn't last all night. Yep, she's out. So what do we want to talk about now? But I just didn't let that mother-in-law get to me. When they had different functions, I went, I was there, smile on my face, and just 3 to 4 hours. Okay. But yeah, my husband and his CPAP machine. Whoop. I made my sister's invitations, sat at that typewriter, and typed we found notepad, those note card things. Whoops. Uh-oh, where'd it go? You don't need it. We found some beautiful those note cards. I typed inside of 50 of them. And his name was Marinus George. And it's like, Marinus George and Deborah Kay would like to invite you to their wedding, or however it was. Well, it wasn't Marinus. It was Marinas on 1 or 2 of them. I have for the bacon people. When you save the oil or the fat from it, do you keep it? Does it get rancid? And inquiring mind wants to know. I can't stand the bacon grease. There is a can in my refrigerator that Austin had to have. But it has to be the cleaner grease is what I keep. And it will get rancid like any oil. It will get rancid like any oil. So my rule would be, if you take some, use it within 30 days. I was the nice, kind of gonna try anything once. With our first pig we had done, it's like I took the fat to cook the lard down to the grease. Never, ever again will I do that. Yeah, it's in the cupboard. Refrigerator makes it last longer. I say the refrigerator. But Austin wanted his French toast cooked in bacon grease. But when I rendered down that lard, I says, Crisco, here I come. But some people take like the plastic containers with the lid. Yeah, your second husband. Well, a lot of people say, because I got married at 17, that I didn't know what that was, what love was. So it's just one of those things. Yeah. My mom never kept the bacon grease, so I wasn't a bacon grease keeper. Hi, Denise. I don't know if my grandma really kept it. When grandma did have the bacon grease, I do remember her taking a paper towel, dipping it in that bacon grease, and take the cast iron pans. She would coat that on the inside before she started cooking with that pan. I do remember. And then after she washed it, she also did the same thing. I do remember Grandma doing that. But, you know, I never looked as a small kid for a can of grease sitting around. But it's in the back corner of my fridge. Because I'm about ready to say, Austin, he probably forgot it's even there. So I might just chuck it. But my grandma used to make the homemade mincemeat. And mincemeat back then had meat in it. Yep. Grandmas are the best. You like your potatoes fried in bacon grease? Nah. And see, is June just a couple years older than I am? I think. It's like I've never been. It's like yummy. Yeah. But, you know, it's just the way you're raised. I'm a city girl. Population 1,500 people or less. I keep bacon grease from breakfast that morning when I am making a turkey. Add a bit of flavor, heat up, and rub over the bird. Yeah, you're a city girl too, June? Great grandparents lived out in the country, but it's like Grandma had a dairy farm. Okay, Lisa, you have a good evening too. We didn't use a lot of Crisco. It's like either. It's just one of those things. It's like we never had French fries at home. She just can't get comfortable here. I can't stretch out any more than this. What? You want to go back this way? What? Yeah? What? She's trying to get comfortable. While she's squirming so much. If there wasn't pins in this, I'd lay her head on it. There's a pin in that one. Pin in that one. What? What? Okay, there you go. Grandma's arm doesn't have to move now. Yeah. Yeah. It's like you could buy a plastic container. Lard always come in a plastic container with a resealable lid. And then Crisco comes out in those funny cans. City girl here used bacon grease growing up, but I didn't after I married. Use Crisco. I use such a small amount of any grease thing, like the liquid shortening or the Crisco can. I end up having to throw them out because They go way beyond their expiration date before I even use them up. And butter flavor Crisco. That was awesome. When you did the fried potatoes in the butter flavor Crisco, just give it that little bit of extra we need. But the vegetable shortening is like right now I'm not filling my deep fryer because I'm not trying not to have French fries. And then when I do have a fried potato, married younger, I was 21. I knew nothing. Yeah, it's like everybody said mine wouldn't last. But when I cook potatoes now, I put like a half a tablespoon in the bottom of the pan just so the potatoes don't stick. And then after it gets warm and you can hear them, then I add a little bit of water, put the lid on and steam them and then brown them. It helps get the potatoes cooked faster that way. Because that's quite often, mine are a fried potato. Yeah, you have your girls. Yeah, we don't want to give up that part of our life. I was 17, 18 when I had the first, 19 on the second, 21 on the third. Barely 21, but he came 3 days after my 21st birthday. And our family is close. You have your daughter from the first marriage, and you'll never give her up either. It's like, I got this little one. This is what you get to look. This is what you get to look forward to. Terry would love to be sitting in this spot right now. Because she's always, what did you know? It's like getting married, starting our family. But everybody out of school, you're rocking with me. Because she's always been, she likes to rock. I was surprised they didn't have to have a crib that rocked. But what she gets here and what she gets at home, she knows how grandma is and she knows how mom and dad are. This is a smart little girl. Yeah. And that's the one that you would want. You're a country girl for sure. Well, small town living is awesome. It's like everybody helps everybody. But my grandparents had the dairy farm. I knew what poo was. I went out in that dairy barn. I went on the tractor with Grandpa. And then he gave that up for sawmill work. Sold the farm so they could be ready for when they retire. Grandmas are the best rockers. Yeah. She threw her pacifier out again, and I'm not hunting for it. At least it wasn't the gray one on the gray carpet. It's her dusty rose one on the gray carpet. We could do a 12-hour live doing this. We'd lose a lot of people, but oops. No one had a farm in your family? See, it's like since I've gotten married, I've lived in small towns, but most of the time my husband would get a job with a farmer or somebody. But it's like we always lived out of town when we could. I didn't like nosy neighbors. And then his mom and dad, when they moved over from, well, Montana, they went over to the pulp mills in the Puget Sound area, and then they moved over and bought a dairy farm. But there's a big difference between being 2 and 3 and 4 at a dairy farm and being 16 at a dairy farm. Because the reason I was there was not for the cows. But it's like, would I redo any of my life? No. I loved the time that my husband was in the Air Force. We met these people from all over. Yeah, Mom was the country girl. Dad was the city boy. No, I am not a milk drinker, and out of a cow's even worse. Or to collect the eggs. I had to learn to collect the eggs. The eggs money was actually what paid for our gas to take Casey to and from his preschool. They did not have buses that year. His kindergarten, we had to drive him to and from. So eggs was how we made our gas money. Every day we took in eggs, sold them. We just stayed in town until his school was out. We went and sat at the city park. If we had groceries to get, we got our groceries. And you know, Terry, my mom liked drinking that dang warm milk. My mother, that's the only way. And you know, the farmers now, it's fresh milk because it's not pasteurized. They still let the cream go to the top and you take the milk from the bottom. But Mom went, that cream and all. Oh, gross. My mom, when she had dinner at our house, we had to sit her glass of milk out on the counter. I think it was an hour before dinner. Yeah, we always got all of our milk growing up bootleg. The dairy farmer, he says, just don't turn on the mixer. He says, let that cream rise. He had a certain time that he'd turn off the mixer, and you could only go out and get milk during that time window. And do not take out of the top, take out of the bottom only, because they made better money the more cream they had. My grandpa and grandma had so many shares into the Carnation Milk Company. They finally got them all sold out because whenever somebody would buy whoever the place, they would have to buy all those shares, change them over. Yeah, Terry would be like on Green Acres. Hi, Randy. It's like, you would have missed this altogether if I had a longer arm. But I can't touch the screen. Yes, your girl is asleep. Yeah, she woke up I was just going to go, and then I got opinions on a dress earlier. You get dirty in the garden. I used to like the garden. She just didn't quite have enough of her sleep, so she went back to sleep. She's such a cutie patootie. As Cheryl calls her, too. 3 minutes? It's like, you betty. Didn't take you long. But your daughter's gonna sleep well next time it happens. We have had the adjustable bed helped. Oh, okay. So you got company coming? We're talking about anything we can, Randy. Mainly farms. Yo, Patty had to go to Tractor Supply, so we got off on farming. No, it started with Terry and bacon grease. That's where it started. My quilting. I wished I would have learned from my great-grandma. I wished I would have paid more attention. It's like 15, 16-year-old girls don't pay attention. Yes, I've seen Friday. You said Friday's for sale. But as you can tell, some of us have nothing else to do, so we're just sitting here visiting. I've never had a taste for milk, Heidi. It's like ice cream makes my stomach hurt. So I figure I'm lactose intolerant. But our one restaurant up here, they make their milkshakes with lactose free. You got 2 more babies this morning. So what's that head count? 17 babies? 18 babies? We had two little piglets. One got smushed by Mama and one we're not sure. 20? Okay. That's because you had too much, Terry. We're only allowed so much fresh milk, I guess. Fresh milk with a raw egg? Are you making eggnog? Yeah. Casey and them only had, I think, the 2 litters this year. And out of the first ones that was born a while back, that's the two that one got a bath today. Well, he shouldn't be getting dirty in the house, should he? Or do you take him out during the day? I see a lot of people that raise goats. They devote one room in their house to the babies. Ugh. He pooed in his bed. I see one person that raises their goats puts diapers on theirs. Checking to see what time it is. Yeah, Friday is a goat. A pot-belly pig that weighs 260 pounds? Wow. Thank you, Denise. I have, what, hour and 20 minutes or so before her mom gets here. Our turkeys we had once, they was spoiled. We didn't butcher them for the food. They was given to us because they moved to Utah. No, Arizona. And it's like, I'm not killing them. 2 shorts and 3,000 views. Okay. See, I haven't got notifications that you put YouTube shorts. I wonder why. I get notifications for everything else. Okay, Jennifer. At 4 o'clock, I'm gonna, maybe. I don't want to wake her. She's sleeping so good. Shannon didn't get them either. Okay. Everybody saying bye to Jennifer. June seen the one shirt on him. Yeah, Randy needs to do a video sewing with Friday, like I used to do with this one little one. Turn off the battery on that one. Okay, I never turned the iron on. Yours hates to bathe, the potbelly? He's the quietest. The one with the fever doing. We'll have to see what he says on this one. It's like, Randy, how's the one with the fever? 30-pounder now? Lori, there's all you had it in your head. You just had to finish it. That was in January. It's just like these little baby pigs that we try to save. It's like, Mom knows best according to everything I've read. Behind me is trolls and tie dolls. The Cabbage Patch, there isn't any behind me. It's like, I thought about making bookshelves for behind me. I do have over 30 big Cabbage Patches, all in their boxes still. But those are behind me that way. That's the tie dolls. And then over 30, Terry. Yeah, over. Cabbage Patch, yeah. It's like, let me see. There's a tie witch, second shelf. Yeah, there's a tie piggy bank. They was, when Casey was done with his chemo, it was all the Cabbage Patch during his chemo. And I couldn't go out to get one. And Kathy's got to run. Bye. See you tomorrow. But we couldn't get one. So we did the, that kit that come out for the people that couldn't get the dolls. Those heads are nothing like a Cabbage Patch. Nothing like a Cabbage Patch. And so when I could, after he was done with his chemo, I went out and got me a Cabbage Patch in honor of losing the little bald guy. Because my little guy wasn't little anymore. Yeah, it's not Tuesday. This one was sleeping in the chair by herself. And everything was going fine, so I decided to come on for an hour. But this is Monday, Randy. I'll be back tomorrow. I can't read what Lynn put up. Must be mail. What did I get? It must be a surprise. Yeah, you're not late. I'm really early. But I wanted to sew on these blocks that I have here. That purple. Come on. Lost it again. I guess I gotta stick to my phone for the chat. I can't reach the keyboard. So you'll get to watch me stare at this. The screen went black again, timed out, and took everything with it that I can find. Yeah. So I'm stuck to phone only. She's outdoor pet. She doesn't like mud bath either. Oh. That's not normal for a pig, is it? But she's not so little. It's like, I don't like going out when my sons have their litters. It's like those teeth are sharp and huge and hurt. They step on you, they hurt. But you can train a pig to do anything you can train a dog to do. We tried getting the girls to train them, but they would never take up that much time. Well, mine hasn't popped up that my power's running out yet. Because I said, right now, that's the only way I'm going to disconnect. I'm watching the clock. Maybe at 4 o'clock I'll turn and finagle myself up there the best I can. But I was quilting blocks, Randy. And they're your favorite color, too. See? Dee, wake up and tell me goodbye. It's like, she does. As soon as the live's off, she says bye every time. That's one block. This is another block. But they all have purple. And it's like, I gotta start holding that white thread better. Every once in a while, you'll get a thread that wants to do what it wants to do. That's where I started. And why it gathered right there, I have no idea. Yeah. Well, you can train a cow to do all sorts of things too. And beef is the number one. But I'm working on that rag quilt. And that's my goal. Get another UFO dono. I've already got 4 done for the year. And I've got to keep working on it. This summer, we're going to be outside so she can play. But I have to put her in the front yard because we got dogs that bite through the fences on both sides of us. And nobody's going to bite this little girl. So we're going to just play in the front yard. That's my wonky Bargello, yes. Why did you have big string spools and have small bobbins? That's just the way it comes. You gotta make that thread or string. In 2 minutes, it's Tuesday here. Oh, in 2 minutes, it's St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, the longest, like the one in the long arm, is called a L bobbin. And it doesn't last long enough there either. Someday they're going to be able to put a spool of thread on the bottom and a spool of thread up top. We won't have to have the bobbins. Someday. Because that's how I think the ones in the factories work. 2 big spool of thread. From what I remember going to Mom's work, they didn't have bobbins. They had spools. Was the bobbin. Kind of like the sergers are. Sergers have no bobbins. One of the threads goes down and acts like more like the bobbin thread. I have an eyelash just fell. I hate when they do that. Yeah. I hope she doesn't get this. I was around Ellen on Thursday. Went to the grocery store, in and out. And then Friday I start sore throat, have her. And then Saturday got worse. And Sunday, taking that Ucky medicine. Because that's the only place it's at is in my throat. My sinuses, it's sinus draining. But it's the pits to get old. Okay. 4 p.m. in Southern California, huh? Randy worked for Stinson Hat when he was young, but didn't like that job? Spa. 7 p.m. here. I have to get my day started. When this little one goes home, I cook my dinner and I'll grab my diamond art. You made the 10-gallon hat for like Cartwright had. Denise thought you were north. She's way down below me, that's for sure. Oh, it's Tuesday where Heidi's at. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Heidi. June, you got 1 inch of snow. Terry, how are things in the future? Terry's getting her wit about her, too. Oh. Yeah. Your dog is no. Don't tell the dogs, though, right? Yeah, I wanted to bring in a goat. Put it in my backyard so I didn't have to mow. But I knew I couldn't convince my neighbors that it wasn't a dog. Tuesday hold for you? This stuff? I have 30 of these blocks and I've only got six sewed. The 7th is on the machine because somebody woke up. So if you want to go outside and work, that's okay. You won't be here for the first few and the last few. I only get that 40-minute window. But I am going to get this quilt done. I give myself 2 weeks to have it done. Unless it's killing my fingers. And it won't be long and Lynn will be working on. She's waiting for the thread to come in for the quilt that she's doing next. Oh, I had to get my back out of that crook. Hey, it's okay. I'll hold your head there. Yeah. Yeah, she dropped that she got a surprise from Soft Squares. It's like she forgets what she orders. Or she won something again. But Lynn's been, spending more time with her daughter. So her quilting takes a little bit longer. But I'm for it. I'm okay with it. But I'm gonna try to finagle my way up there. So if I do something wrong and she screams, or I knock the camera over, I'm gonna try and get her little bottom up on my table. Hope she don't want that. Okay, tomorrow, Randy. The first part, guarantee she'll be here. I'll keep her awake. I started 11:30 fighting to keep her awake. But I'm going to try and reach up there as fast as I can and get this turned off and put from private to public. So if you want to rewatch, it's there. And join me again tomorrow. I'll try to get some more blocks done. Okay, June. Germs are always free and quite nasty here in Belgium. I think germs are nasty no matter where we are. Okay, bye June, bye Randy, bye Cheryl. But that's the way it goes. Okay, I say, if my sewing machine wasn't in the way, I'll sit here in the chair for a little bit and hope that she wakes up on her own. It's always better if they wake up on their own, right? Bye, everybody. Like, maybe. Oh, I got it closer. Okay. Bye for now, everybody. I can write this. Bye.